Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That was great. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one epic episode.
It was more fighting as well. Yeah.
And a lot of chases, a lot of things going on.
Who were the
Wow.
bad guys again? Who were the bad guys?
The clandestines.
The what? The clan?
The clandestines.
Clandestines, yeah.
Clandestines. Oh. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so those who tried to be the friends in the previous episode were the enemy. And then now she finds another team, which is the Red Dagger.
Yeah.
And Wally, who apparently was there to train her for a bit and then dies.
Mm. I see. Yeah. It's interesting, eh? Very interesting.
Yeah, it went quite quick, and a lot of things happened more in this episode than the previous one.
Yeah. That was her grandmother, was it? The grandmother.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
She was the one who told them to come over. Because she also saw the train.
She's still alive, the grandmother, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, she was.
But I don't know how the grandmother really talked everyone into going over to Karachi.
Okay.
Like that quickly.
Yeah, she convinced them somehow.
Yeah, but it seemed as if she only spoke to the granddaughter.
Yeah, at the end of the previous episode, it seemed like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out what happens now, because it does seem like she's at the partition.
Mm.
Yeah.
And what a fight. And the chase scene was good.
At the partition, I was waiting to see stars. Like apparently her grandmother saw stars.
Yeah, that might come in the next episode.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll see what happens. Like, what are these stars? Is it Taisha? Interesting.
Yeah.
So even the grandmother knows about Aisha and her visions and all that. So I guess she's also like her, I guess. And it seems like it's a new love interest with Kareem.
Oh, it's a new
Red Dagger.
Red Dagger.
Yep.
It's different to the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy was with the bad ones, the clandestines.
Oh, he was actually a bad guy.
We don't know yet, because he is the son of the head of the clandestines. Because in the prison when they were escaping, the mother just said, like, he has to live with what he has done, which was support Kamala. So it does seem like the mother has completely disregarded his own son.
Yeah. In episode 3, he went into the wedding and said, "Yeah, if you want to live, come with me now." And basically helped her out of the building.
In a way, yeah. Tried to protect her in some way.
Yeah.
Like, he ultimately got captured with the rest of his family. But yeah. We didn't know his future yet in the MCU, but if it's following the comics, he will become the enemy. In some way. And we get to a few more Marvel references. We see Ant-Man they closed up on the Ant-Man wall art, which is cool. Yep, and I'm sure there's more Easter eggs from Screen Rant.
Oh, yeah, let's have a look.
Oh yeah. There's going to be heaps of Easter eggs tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Let's see. Episode for Easter eggs.
is it Screen Rant? Yeah.
Yep, Screen Rant has some. Let's see if I can. Oh, yep. Easter eggs and references. Clandestines. Trip to Karachi is from the comics. Okay, so they are following the comics in some sense. But yeah, it's different because in the comics she was an Inhuman, when in the series she gets it from the bangle.
The Bangle.
Yeah.
The free Miss Marvel comic. Oh wow.
Remember, he was saying it's in your genes.
Mm.
But this is
Yeah.
doing something similar to what Miss Marvel did, the QR code game. You find a QR code in the
Okay.
show, and you get a free downloadable copy of a certain comic from Miss Marvel. And when they did it with Moon Knight, it was the Moon Knight comics. The QR code odds.
Where's it?
They completely
where's-
missed it. Oh, right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Oh, yeah. That's
So
a,
if you scan that QR code,
it's a
you
QR
get
code.
Yeah.
you get a downloadable copy of Miss Marvel Volume 12. Nice. So it's something similar.
That's on
Ant-Man,
Screen Rant, is it?
Yeah. Ant-Man again has completely jumped into the show with his podcast, the Ant-Man Larger Than Life podcast. And this was at the train station, the street art of Ant-Man again. It seems like after Endgame, no one really knew who Scott Lang was, and now everyone kind of knows who he is. Good old Ant-Man. What else is there? The MCU's Red Daggers. We finally get Red Dagger, who is also in the comics, who actually works with Kamala.
Wow.
How do you know I'm not Canadian is a reference to the actress actually being Canadian, not American.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I do find it funny. It's like, do all Americans who with masks have superpowers?
They don't have superpowers.
Yeah, like all the Americans with the masks have superpowers because like there's so many superheroes in the MCU.
All of them who have masks have superpowers. Like Batman, Superman.
Yes.
Superman has a mask. Is it?
No, that's DC, not Marvel.
Oh, we're talking about Marvel.
Talking about Marvel.
Yeah.
And the Red Daggers have a form of Batcave.
Mm.
Superman doesn't have a mask.
That's also again DC, not Marvel. But then again, Captain America didn't have a mask.
Captain America doesn't have
Actually,
a mask.
Actually, he does have a mask. He just doesn't use it all the time. Captain America.
Oh,
So it's sort of their training spot. How the Jinn fit into the MCU's multiverse. Multiverse again. But this is
Yeah.
different dimensions, not just the different universes of or the multiverse. So in this case, there are multiple dimensions in a singular universe. So the dimensions
what-
are unseen to other people.
Yeah.
But if they collide,
Oh, I thought it was like the Doctor Strange film.
yeah, they kind of
That-
mention
that,
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's multiple
having
universes, that's multiverse, but this is multiple
having
dimensions.
yeah, and just but only having 2 dimensions of the. I'm sorry, not the 2 dimensions, but yeah, another
Another reality amongst our own
another
universe. But of course, they do not want it to collide. So what the clandestines want is to bring their world into this world.
mm.
And that cannot happen because that will cause the destruction of Earth.
Yeah,
That's right. Doctor Strange as well.
Yeah, not Doctor Strange, that's multiverse.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Multiple universes. This is multiple dimensions. So singular universe, multiple dimensions on the different level of the actual plane of existence.
Oh, that's what no dimension means. Multiple dimensions.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Yeah.
This Marvel strikes a power pose. Of course, the superhero needs a power pose in some way. Yeah. But it does seem like she has more control of her power this time around. She definitely did more
Oh, yeah.
battling
That's good to hear.
and fighting. I mean, probably not as good as Red Dagger, but still, she has some moves now.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, she got the jackets, which she might remodel to make her costume. And as Wally said, that fabric has history, so she'll probably use it to form her new suit.
remember he said every thread has history.
Yeah.
So
And I say, yeah, I do like Kareem's like, come with me if you want to live.
might be hesitant to like damage its shape or construction.
Probably we'll find out later in the show, I think.
Yeah.
And I assume that everyone got the Terminator reference. The come with me if you want to live.
Right. Oh,
Yeah, he always wanted to say it, so he just said it.
mm.
That was Terminator reference. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that was it.
What?
That was not much.
What? That's it for the Easter eggs?
Seems so.
That'd be so little. Wow.
Well, I think they were looking more into the story this time than the actual Easter eggs. So that is not much.
That is tiny. Yeah.
Compared to the others, I thought
Sure.
there would be a lot more.
It's coming up.
But overall, it was a solid episode, a really action-packed episode.
Yeah, this was. Yeah.
Again, it starts off a bit slow, but they're trying to tell a larger story.
Mm. I agree. I agree. This
That, yeah. And that story seems to be told quite well, but Apparently, the producers are worried about the next episode because that might be maybe a bit controversial, but we'll see how that goes. Because I guess they're going into the past, or I wonder what they will do. Maybe she will meet Saisha. Because on the bangle says that what you seek is seeking you.
Yeah.
And more connection to Chinese because like Chinese restaurant. And I guess as well like whitewashing Asian foods. Like did the Americans find a way to whitewash Asian food as well, like Chinese food? It's meant to look like this.
So, like you really can't get authentic Chinese food in Australia. And for example, Mexican food, you can really only get Mexican food if you go to Mexico.
Like proper one anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, even in like Texas, one state away from Mexico, well, it's not what is regarded as real Mexican food. It is the Tex-Mex food. It's just basically made up food. Like what's like show you this meat pie, right? Wouldn't exactly call that what product of Ireland or something, but yeah.
Yep. But yeah, Australia has whitewashed a lot of different foods as well. Because they're trying to suit the Australian palates. Like I find a lot of Asian food in Australia quite salty.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid.
Yeah, but effectively we shouldn't be talking about food because it's not a food channel.
Yeah, like yeah.
But yeah, that's a whole other topic that we could go like crazy into, but we'll try not to do that. But yeah, it's interesting how they could even say that Indian food gets done incorrectly. Asian food.
Like the English went to India, right? And India was a vegan country. Then the Indian, the English forced the Indians to make things like Bombay beef,
Butter chicken, all that, yeah.
Butter chicken really isn't.
It's not Indian, but they have it in Indian restaurants.
Yeah. And
okay, let's back to the episode there. Yeah. Where were we? Oh yeah, back to the episode. The performances were done really well. So I do like Kamala Khan again.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that episode. I think to date, that could have been my favorite episode so far.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah,
it's a bit slow, but it's getting better.
I think the first one was pretty good. But yeah, tonight's one was also very good.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, and with 2 episodes left to go, that's
Only-
quite a lot to figure out.
Yeah,
How many episodes? 2 more. Oh yeah.
2 more episodes. 6-episode run.
but one of the episodes will have to be about 40 minutes long.
Well, this episode was around 40 minutes as well.
Okay.
But it does seem like a lot of the Disney Plus shows will probably, we won't get a double episode. It will just be a regular lengthened episode.
Yeah.
But I guess it is possible for them to sort it out within 2 more episodes, because I didn't think they could do it with Obi-Wan, but they did.
So, what did Rotten Tomatoes think of it?
We should get to that score after we give our review.
Yeah.
What would you score it?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it, and having knowing a lot of Indian and Pakistani people as well, and having Indian carers and stuff, both in north, south, India, Bangladesh, which they don't now consider a part of India. And also Pakistan. They're tuning in and really enjoying it. Especially when they like seeing their grandmother, that kind of stuff. But guarantee that they'd be really enjoying tonight's episode, showing all of the Indian life and that kind of stuff, which I found very enjoyable. And just the street life and that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure that Disney would have made sure that they would have and gone to some lengths to make sure that it was very believable that they were actually in Karachi. You know what I mean?
Well, apparently they did film in India, but I'm not too sure if they filmed exactly at Karachi.
Yeah, but like the street markets, that kind of stuff, they look very, very real.
They might have used real ones because they were in India to film.
Yeah. The only real thing that was missing about the street markets and stuff like that was like child beggars and dirt and sick people on the streets, because apparently there's a lot of that. Anyway, but yeah, all bears gracious as to think of it. I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8. Good
Yeah.
score. Jeff?
My score. I'll give it it's pretty good. I'll give it a 9, Jonah.
A 9.
Is that quite high? That's super high. Yeah. It's really good, as you said. Like, it's got a lot of action, bit of story to the background, use of powers. Yeah. So a bit more grown up now, I guess. Whereas the other one was more like a kid, you know.
Yeah, teen drama.
Yeah, I'm way past that age. But this
Yeah.
was good. So yeah, really good. Yeah. What did you give it again? You haven't given it yet. No.
They haven't given it yet.
Okay. What did Bill get it? Give it?
He gave it an 8.
I gave it an 8.
Oh, that's pretty good. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Jonah? What do you give it?
But essentially, I thought it was a brilliant episode, really well done. And yes, it shifted away, like the thematic element changed when they went from New Jersey to Karachi. So the whole beginning sequence, and also the previously actually changed to like, I think their language, can't really read it, but I assume it said previously, like right at the start. And as well at the end as well, all of the street arts and everything that used to be New Jersey was actually Karachi ending sequence. So the thematic element changed as well as the feel of and tone of the episode. Like, yeah, the previous ones were like teen drama. And now it's no longer teen drama. It's just completely changed. It's like action drama. Because you're also getting a lot of the family drama, like what's happening between the mother and grandmother, their relationship there. Trying to balance everything else, and Kamala Khan learning new things with Waleed, finding someone new with the other guy, Red Dagger. Kareem, that's his name. Yeah, it's like they're balancing multiple generations all together. It's not just about Kamala, it's about the mother to the grandmother as well. So it's like 3 generations. And not only that, they add Aisha into the mix. That's even more.
That's very good.
So yeah, and the action was like done really well. You get the shaky cameras and in the chase scenes. That was actually a lot of shaky camera. I do like shaky cameras at times.
What did IGN those guys give it?
They haven't given my score yet, Jeff.
Oh yeah, yeah, we go. Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah.
What would you give it then? Yeah.
I like going tonight because it was like more like Bollywood than Hollywood.
Yeah, this ended up being more Bollywood because they actually did film in India as well for this episode. So they've changed it almost like dramatically, the difference between the previous episodes to this one. Because it's actually quite a good change.
Yeah.
It's like they're evolving with the show. I think it's like how similar that WandaVision was, with like each episode was like something very different. This one, it seemed to be like the difference is playing through each episode. So it's not like it's the same every time. It's constantly changing. They did the same thing with Moon Knight, like how the elements changed over the episodes. So yeah, I found it quite good. I'd give it an 8.
Hey,
Wow.
yeah. I
That's-
was thinking you'd probably give it about a 6 or something.
6? I thought this episode was epic.
Yeah. Well.
Like even before, I just said if you miss this episode, you're gonna miss an epic episode. So let's see what IGN gives it. We usually look at an IGN score. So
Yeah.
IGN says Kamala has an eye-opening and teacher field trip. And they give it keep going. Amazing. Kamala travels to Pakistan with her mother and has an eye-opening experience in episode 4 of Miss Marvel. a solid 9.
Yeah.
High score from IGN.
What about Rotten Tomatoes?
Good question. Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, what did I give it?
Rotten Tomatoes usually doesn't have scores per episode though, but maybe.
Like 100%. But what
But,
about
but that's for the whole season.
that audience and stuff like that?
There hasn't seemed to have gotten it yet, so we don't really know.
What about IMBD?
Oh, yeah.
If they have an episode by episode comparison, we'll have a look. Or IMDb.
IMDb.
See, did they give it a score?
Do
No,
you do? Huh?
no, it doesn't seem to have an episode by episode score.
Okay.
Because some like IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes usually don't have episode by episode scores,
All right.
but IGN does because someone looks at each episode and reviews it. But usually I know Rotten Tomatoes do not have an episode by episode score.
So it came out 3 days ago, did it?
Yeah, it comes out on usually Wednesday, but we watch it a bit late because we're busy
And
and we have stuff to do. So Saturdays are usually a time that we can do our reviews.
I've got the Disney app on my smart TV, but I just haven't got a Disney account, and I don't want to be paying for a Disney account plus a Netflix account. You know, all these accounts. And you know, like some you just forget.
There are too many streaming services.
Yeah.
It's best to just pick one and be done with it.
And,
But
I had
sometimes
I had Stan for like 3 months, and then like after 1 month, I just wasn't watching Stan anymore. So I just decided to cancel it, and I tried to cancel it. I was supposed to be on that free period, and I was being charged for it.
they don't know Stan.
Yeah.
They know that it's a streaming site, but I haven't ever looked at it at all. But yeah, now there are way too many streaming services. Like
Yeah.
Paramount now has their own streaming service. Fox used to have one, but now that's blended in with Disney Plus because Disney acquired Fox.
Oh, Fox has. Oh,
Fox did have one,
Fox did have.
but now it's blended with Disney Plus.
Is that why the Fox app has gone from my smart TV?
Certain Fox stuff.
Yeah, there used to be a Fox app on my smart TV. Maybe it got like self-deleted. I don't know.
But effectively, Fox never came to Australia. So everything that we had with,
Yeah.
like the Fox streaming service never came to Australia anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Foxtel in Australia, but that's not Fox.
Yeah.
That's still around. With their
My,
own streaming box, which streams like Netflix and stuff, but it's
yeah,
not Fox.
my mum has Foxtel. I just kept telling my mum, look, Mum, I mean, you've got a smart TV. and you've got the internet with wireless. Just connect your smart TV wirelessly to your internet. Oh, I don't know how to do it. It's always her excuse. Yeah.
Well, even now you could get like the Foxtel app on a TV.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we're done with the review, Jeff. Good stuff.
Oh, that's really good. Yes. See you next one. Yeah.